Hello, welcome to a new video. Today it is the 10th of July, which means it is acceptable to now film the mid-year book freakout tag. It is over halfway through the year, so let's do this. I have had a pretty good 6 months, and I'm almost at the 100 book mark. So my Goodreads goal was 80 books and I think I'm currently on 97. I could be wrong on that. I think I'm about 97 books in. And I've had some really good books this year, as you're going to find out in a minute. And this is my 4th year doing this. I'm very excited to do this again because I love doing this video and seeing where I'm at after the 30th of June, that is. I want to say no shade to people who film this in June, but it would be a lie because I am throwing shade, because the midway through the year is the end of June. Not the middle of June, not the start of June, the end of June. It baffles me that there are people who decide to do this sooner. Anyway, we're not going to keep going on about it because it frustrates me. But anyway, let's just get stuck in. So the first question on this is, what is the best book you've read so far in 2023? Now I have a dilemma because I have 3. I'm going to tell you all 3 because I can't choose and you can't make me. So first up, obviously, are we surprised? No. Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood's here. I read this in January. Absolutely love this book. Perfection. I love this so much. Then I read this in April, I want to say. Spellbound, F.T. Lukens. Might have been May, actually. No, it was May. Again, F.T. Lukens has done it again. Perfection. There is nothing wrong with this book. It is absolutely everything, and everyone should go read this. And the third one I read in June. I think it was June. Imogen, Obviously, by Becky Albertalli. Once again, perfect. Nothing can change my mind on this. This was like a love letter to every bi person, and I love it. Question number 2, what has been your favourite sequel of the first half of the year? Now, I have 2. There's been multiple. The 2 I've got, I can't actually get to one of them right now, and the other one I don't have. I borrowed it off of Ash. So the first one is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This was an incredible sequel. Holy Jesus, this book blew me away. I genuinely was not expecting what this book gave me, and I was just, it's amazing. And then the second book was Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herron Blake. I loved Delilah Green, but Astrid Parker was better. I am excited to read Iris Kelly when that comes out, because I don't know if it will be better than Astrid. We'll see. Question number 3 is there a new release that you haven't read yet but you're really excited for? Painted Devils by Margaret Owen. I absolutely loved Little Thieves when I read it January of 2022. Incredible book. Absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to read this. I only got this like a month or 2 ago. Whenever Illuma Crate sent them out, I can't remember. Absolutely loved the first book. Cannot wait to read this. Hoping to get to it soonish, but we'll see because this is me. Number 4 is, what is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year? I'm going to go for one that I haven't read yet. I was going to go for Swordcatcher, but I have read that. So I'm going to go for one that I haven't read yet. And it is I'm very disappointed in the publisher for not approving me on NetGalley for this. I think it's unfair. But it's Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I really want to read this. I don't want to wait for November. I don't wait for Ali Hazelwood books. Why are they doing this to me? I know it's a different publisher, but I don't care. I just want to read it so bad. So bad. Question number 5. What is your biggest disappointment so far? I can't show you the book because I unhauled it, but it is Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. Hated this book with a burning passion. I was so disappointed in so many things in this book. And I'm not going to start going into my rant about it again because we'll be here for hours. But then question number 6 is, what is your biggest surprise so far? And it is The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. I was so shocked with how much I loved this book. I was very cautious going into it because I've had this book for so long and I'd been not having a lot of luck with backlist reading books. I was getting like a lot of like, oh, I'm not a massive fan of this. So I was very apprehensive going into it, and I got to the end of book and instantly bought book 2. Have I read book 2 yet? No, but we're not going to talk about that. It's nothing on the book. I'm just not good at continuing series even when I have the next book, and I'm really excited for it. So yeah. Number 7 is, what is your favourite new to you or debut author? This is technically both. So this author actually has like 5 books out now. 4? The author has a few books out. However, the book that I read was the first book, so it was her debut book. But I do also have another book that I'm reading this month by the same author that I am very excited for, but it is Adeline Grace, and I read All the Stars and Teeth and absolutely loved it. I cannot wait to read Belladonna and find out if it was just a fluke, me loving this author. But with how All the Stars and Teeth was written, I don't think it was a fluke. Number 8 is newest fictional crush. It's gonna come to no surprise. It's Jack from Love Theoretically. I can guarantee if there's a new Ali Hazelwood book, that's gonna be the new favourite fictional crush. It's not gonna be the same when we get Check and Mate, because that's a YA book and we're not about that. Her adult books, when her adult books are released, guaranteed the love interest is going to be my new favourite fictional crush. So yeah. Number 9 is just, who's your new favourite character? I have 2, they're from the same book. It is Sun and Rook from Spellbound. They are adorable. I want to wrap them up in bubble wrap. They're so cute. I love them. They need to be protected at all costs because they are the cutest, most adorable duo. I love them so much. Number 10 is a book that made you cry. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know it doesn't take a lot for a book to make me cry. I've gone with one that made me sad cry, which could be a lot of books, and it's also not a reread because they don't count because I've already done the initial crying. But the book I'm picking for this is Aurora's End by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Are we surprised? No. I fully sobbed at this one. And funnily enough, I met Amy Kaufman a couple of days ago and I got to tell her I cried so much at this, and Ash was standing behind me and I was like, she watched me cry. She can confirm. So that was fun. And then number 11 is a book that made you happy. And this actually made me happy cry so hard. But it's Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. It made me so happy reading this. Especially there's one bit in particular that just made me so happy on what was happening. And it's like a hug. And I loved it so much. Number 12 is, what is the most beautiful book that you've bought this year? I don't get as many book box books now because I cancelled my Fairy Loots. I don't always get a Luma crate. I don't always get Afterlight. And I don't have a huge backlog of book box books that I'm waiting on. But one that I did get was Painted Devils by Margaret Owen. It's the Illuma crate edition and it's got the naked cover, which is just absolutely stunning. And I'm pretty sure last year's of this video, this answer was Little Thieves. If it wasn't, it should be, looking back. But this one, because it's beautiful. Like, look. Oh, I love it. And then the final question is, what books do you want to read by the end of the year? So obviously, preferably I would like to get through all of my books. That's not going to happen. We need to be realistic. So my realistic answer for this is the rest of the books on my 30 books I want to read the year I turn 30. I have 20 left to read. I've only read 10 of them. And we are halfway through the year. So I need to really crack on and read more. But I have the rest of the Lunar Chronicles. So I've got Scarlet, Cress, Fairest, Winter, and Stars Above. I've got the other 2 books in the Extinction Trials, which is Exile and Rebel. I have the Dark Visions trilogy, so that's 3 more books. I have the 3rd and 4th books in the Larton Crepsley saga. I have the final Secret Circle book of the first trilogy. I have Elantris by Brandon Sanderson, The Jasmine Throne, Battle Royale, Society for Soulless Girls, Poison Study, The Chalk Man, and These Broken Stars. So I need to get to all those. That is my goal for the end of the year, get through those. I do also want to get through a few more. I mean, for my TBR game, I have the lightsabers. Am I using them to get through them? No, because I keep getting through all my rolls in time. And it's just like, this is great, but also not what the lightsabers were there for. Because I'm not getting to use them. Usually, I look back. I'm going to do it, actually. Let's have a look. Okay. So we're going to see what books I said last year I would like to finish by the end of the year. And let's see if I actually did it. I'm going to say the Wicked Villains series by Katie Robert. I want to finish those because I
read those.
The first book in January, and Twisted Tales series, which are like a mix of different.
I have not read those yet.
And the Villains series, which I've read the first 3. So I have 1, 2, 3. I have.
So I read all of them, but one more has come out since. So I'm going to count that because the new one came out this year.
I kind of want to finish the Raven Boys series because I've still only read the first 2.
I haven't finished the Raven Boys.
And I feel like I need to read. But yeah, I want to get through a chunk of my book box books. So I would say those. But yeah, I can't really just give one.
So book box books, I did get through. I've got through quite a few, but I did also have a massive unhaul of book box books that I just know I'm not going to get to. But the ones I did keep, I've got through a few of them, but that's been more this year rather than the end of last year. Okay, so that was actually not too bad. Out of all the books I said, okay, so I finished the Wicked Villain series. I finished the Disney Villain series. I haven't done the Twisted Tales series yet because I kind of want to, there's a few of those I don't have yet. So I want to get them all and then maybe do a vlog for it like I did with the others. We'll see. Haven't finished the Raven Boys series. Still have only read the first 2. We'll get to them eventually. But yeah, so not amazing, but not the worst. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.